Namaste, everyone. Happy holidays as well. I'm glad you are here practicing with me amongst what I'm sure is a very busy holiday schedule. We are going to do some just very simple, quick little movements to settle into our bodies, a little bit of calming breath work, and then I'm going to guide you through a meditation to help with your intention setting for the coming year or maybe just the coming season. So have a notebook handy. At the end of the video, you will have some time to journal what you came to, what conclusions, intentions that you came to. And with that being said, let's get started. So find a comfortable seat. You can just be flat on the ground, or you can elevate your hips with a pillow or a blanket. And if you're in a safe space to do so, close down the eyes, then roll the shoulders back and down a couple of times. And let the spine settle into itself, its natural curvature in the shape. Feel into your sits bones. And keeping your spine long, drop your chin towards your chest and take your head in a slow circle to the right. And the left. Lift your head back up to a neutral spine, and then drop your right fingertips over to the right side of the mat. Left arm reaches up and over. Nice and easy side body stretch. And switch sides. Back to the center. Now twist toward the left side of the room. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. And to the right. And face forward. Tuck your feet a little closer to you if you can, or if this feels a little bit too tight, you can always do butterfly with the feet together, knees out wide. But from here, we are just folding forward. So walk your hands out in front of you, and you might stay right there, or you can lower down to your forearms. And just keeping it really simple for this practice so that we can really feel into that sense of groundedness, of support from the earth beneath us, the muscles around the bones, our spine, really holding everything together, giving everything life. Nothing too crazy, just the simplicity to remind us of that innate security, even if we don't always feel it. Now, if you do not have the butterfly legs, go ahead and switch out your feet and fold forward again. When it comes to intention setting, which we're about to get into, I think that where the gap is in our intentions coming into fruition or coming true, it's that we set an intention. We have a good idea. We have a solid thought. But then that's it. That's all there is. We don't actually think into the context of well, what steps am I going to take to make sure that intention comes into completion? So that's what we're going to think about a little bit today. Now sit yourself back up. And if there are any other stretches, if you want to keep moving, feel free to pause the video, okay? Otherwise, we're going to move on. Just stay in your comfortable seat here, adjust if you need to, and then let's focus on the breath. So place a hand over your belly and another hand over your heart. I am going to not do that hand because I don't want it to mess with my mic. And once you have that, just start to feel into how your breath is ebbing and flowing, just with its own natural rhythm. You don't really need to change anything yet. Now start to lengthen it out. Each breath just a little bit deeper than the last. And you may keep your hands in this same position or just relax them down on top of your knees or thighs. Now on this current breath, let it completely release. On your next inhale, breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. This time, inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And this time, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. One more time. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Completely release. You might even let yourself curl the spine, sink into yourself a little bit. Drop your chin towards your chest. And just let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Restack the spine, shoulders back, crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. keeping your eyes closed if you can, and continuing with steady breaths. Turn your attention completely inward to your heart space. How are you doing right now? Emotionally, spiritually, physically, of course. Just take a moment to check in. Where are you at? And can you look at that from the seat of the bigger picture, whatever it is to you? Now, regardless of when you are watching this, can you think back and imagine yourself, see yourself in your mind's eye about a year ago? Where are you? What are you wearing? What are you doing? How is your posture? How do you seem from the outside? And when you look at your old self, how does it make you feel? Notice the sensations that come up, especially if there's any in the body. Is there anything that you need to forgive your old self for? Sometimes we don't like looking back. We don't want to look at the parts of ourselves that were holding us back at one point, or staying stuck, or feeding bad habits, bad relationships, bad dynamics in general. When we're out of that time, we just want to be out of it. And that's not a bad thing. We want to move forward. We want to be better. We don't want to spend time dwelling on things that don't feel good. But if that is where you are at with your old self, continue to envision them right now, standing in front of your current self. Can you forgive them for that? Maybe you imagine yourself reaching out and holding their hand, or bringing them in for a hug, telling them something they need to hear, some truth they need to be reminded of, or just some encouragement. Wrap your arms around yourself now, just like a hug. And begin to tap right, left, right, left until I tell you to stop. Continue to tell your old self whatever they need to hear. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are capable, you have everything you need within you. If you need to stay in this place longer and process through some other things, please pause the video and stay in that space as long as you need. You may stop tapping, just hold yourself in this hug. And now release your old self from the hug, the handhold. And watch them fade as you come back to the present. How do you want to feel tomorrow or a year from now? What is your intention for the season ahead, the year ahead? And as you think of that feeling, that embodiment, keep it in that realm. So for example, you might have big financial goals, but then really maybe the feeling is security, right? Freedom, financial freedom. What is the root, the feeling, the part of the material thing that can actually be embodied? And when you have that feeling, that intention, think about how you are going to get there. Most likely the first few things that pop into your mind are, that's your your intuition. That's your higher self within, automatically knowing, already knowing the answer of what you need to do to get where you want to go. Release your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. A symbol of receiving. And as your palms lay open, picture little sparkles of light or tiny stars falling from the sky, falling into the palms of your hands and sinking in. These little stars, these little sparkles are your magic. That thing that you have within you, whether you realize it or not, that gives you the ability, the capability to create changes around you, to create the life that you want. And as you sit here and you just receive the knowledge from your intuition, your own self, recognize that all along you have had the answers within you. It is important to seek knowledge, to grow, to learn, but it is equally important to seek knowledge within yourself. It's already yours. And it's falling into your palms, into your lap right now. Pause the video if you want to stay here longer. Otherwise, begin to flutter open the eyes. Grounding into your seat again. Just observing what's around you. Coming back to your space. And now grab onto your journal or your phone if you just want to use your notes app. But there are some studies that show writing, physically writing with your hand, does have a significant impact on your mind in a way that texting does not. So if you can, come to a space where you can do a little bit of this. And all I want you to write down is whatever you want to write down. Whatever came up during your meditation, whatever intention. Maybe you write the word, the intention at the very top, the feeling that you are going to embody. And then below that, you write down how you are going to get there, what you are going to do to embody that feeling. And then underneath that, maybe you remind yourself what you are forgiving, what you're letting go of, so that throughout the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, when old patterns come back inevitably, that's just how life works, that's how the mind works, old things come back, they will make an appearance. You can come back to this page or come back to this meditation and remember, oh yeah, I already let that go. I'm already done with that. I don't need to revisit. The mind lies, right? The heart lies. To an extent, we follow these things, but then we need to let our higher self kind of step in and show us that we're doing what we need to do. The unilome, it reminds me of the unilome. I'll draw it right now. This won't be perfect, but kind of the idea that the path of enlightenment is never straight. We go up, down, around, through, looping back and forth. We feel like we're backtracking, but then all of a sudden there's a surge forward and then we're in the craziness again, and then we come out. When you feel like you're backtracking, when your mind reminds you of old things you thought you got past, that does not mean that you are not growing. That does not mean that you have not healed yet. It's just how the brain works. It's just how the heart works. Give yourself some grace. But that is the importance of writing these types of things down when you come to these conclusions, so that when that happens, you remind yourself, I'm already moving forward. I'm okay. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I am so happy that you made it to this point. I hope that this was helpful for you. Come back to it again if you need to, maybe even in a few months, maybe at the end of this year. And yeah, happy holidays, everyone. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your practice and for being part of mine. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. I'll see you next time.